Hello, everybody, and welcome to Amazon Live. I am so excited to be here tonight. As many of you know, I've taken a tiny bit of a hiatus from Amazon Live. I did do one show in February, just kind of a practice getting used to it. But this is the first night that we are back in action in a big way. And it could not be more fitting. I could not be more excited to be relaunching on Amazon Live with this particular show. To me, this show is so exciting because, number one, I'm sure many of you know, we've got a lot of people already on with us. So, welcome everybody, wherever you are tuning in from. Whether I think we are simulcasting on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, on X, possibly, maybe. So wherever you are, I want to welcome you. But I do want to say, but before we get into things, that the best place to watch Amazon Live is actually on the Amazon platform. And I'm here with my producer, Jen, and she is amazing, as most of you guys know. She is going to be putting that link inside the chat, so it'll make it easy for you to go over there. Because the products that I'm going to be talking about are on the Amazon platform. And if there's something that seems interesting to you and you want to be able to learn more about it, the only way you can do that is if you're on Amazon. So that's what I definitely recommend. And I think throughout the show, she'll kind of remind you guys to head over to Amazon. When you get there, I would be so grateful if you would follow my storefront. There's a little button there that just says follow, and just click that. And when you do that, a couple things happen. Three things happen, actually, kind of fun things. Number one, you'll always be notified whenever I go live hosting on Amazon. So that, and you can either choose to watch or not choose to watch, but at least you'll know, and you'll know what I'm going to be featuring that night. So that's a good thing. And then the second thing is, like I do on other shows that I host, other live shopping events, I am going to be doing giveaways here on Amazon Live. And to be eligible to win the giveaways, you do have to be a follower of the storefront. So just go ahead and click follow so that you are always eligible for the giveaways that I do, and I do them every night. So that's always a lot of fun. I'm seeing several people on who have already won giveaways, actually some who have won giveaways this month in particular. So that's great. And then the other thing that happens when you follow, what was I going to, oh, the other thing that happens is you do me a little bit of a favor, and you do all of the brands who I'm featuring a favor, because as my follower numbers grow on Amazon, Amazon pushes them out to more and more people. So when I'm hosting Amazon Live, more people will see it, the more followers I have. So all of the brands that I represent and that I promote, it's really helpful for all of them as well as for me. So I'm just asking that little favor if you guys don't mind. But what I started to say is that I'm so happy that we are kicking off my kind of reemergence on Amazon Live with this show, because as you guys know, this show is all about Amazon's most innovative women-owned brands. And I chose to do that very strategically, because this month, for those who don't know, is National Women Inventors Month. And as we are heading to the end of February, so we are closing it all out tomorrow. So I thought, how fun the day before to do this show and highlight some of the amazing innovation by women on the Amazon platform. And so I'm just beyond honored to be able to feature actually 10 different brands, women-owned brands on Amazon, each one of them incredibly innovative. I personally know, I think, all of the ones that I'm going to be featuring, which makes it even more fun and more exciting. And I see so many of you on. I see Susan, I see Nicole, I see Carolyn. Oh gosh, I see Anne. So I know so many of you, and I'm so grateful that you guys are here and that you're joining us inside the chat. That always makes it so much fun. So if you are jumping on here to Amazon Live for the first time, just know that the chat is where it's at. That's what makes this fun. And as I start talking about products, if you have questions about them, if you want to see something up close, if you want to understand the sizing or anything at all, that's where you're going to ask inside the chat. And between myself and Jen, we're going to keep up and try to answer every question that comes up. And also, that's where you can give virtual high fives to these amazing women-owned brands. And if you like something you see, let them know, give them a kudos. I mean, imagine if you were the one that launched a product on Amazon. It's a pretty big deal, and you want to know what people think. And so that is just a great place to do that. So if also, tidbit more housekeeping is that if this is your first time on Amazon Live, there's a couple little things that you might want to know. And one of them is that there is what we call a carousel. And the carousel is where the products are that I'm going to be featuring during this event. And what I'm going to do when I feature each one is I'm going to highlight the one that I'm talking about so that you know that is the one that I'm on. Now you can always click on it if you want to learn more, and you'll stay in the stream with me, but you'll be able to kind of check out more details on it. But of course, you don't need to do that because you can ask me too. And most of the makers are here inside the chat, so you can ask them too, which is even better. And I appreciate that they're here so much because lots of times I have questions for the makers. So that's great. And then the other thing I want to mention is the giveaway, which I already hit on, but how do you enter the giveaway? So I am going to put up a QR code right now, and that is how you're going to go ahead and enter the giveaway. Oh, I always do that. Okay, here we go. There it is right there. So all you have to do is get your phone out, click that QR code, and you can quickly enter just like that. And if you're also, again, a follower of the storefront, between those two things, you are now eligible to win either of the giveaways that I'm going to be doing tonight. I'm going to do one of them about halfway through the show and another one at the end of the show. So not to worry if you don't win the first one, you just might win the second one. So giveaways always make things more fun, right, you guys? Oh gosh, who else do we have on here that I'm missing? It's going so quickly. We have Lexa on, yay. We've got Jeffrey Church. He's saying happy to learn about all of this. Hello from Orlando, says Ashley. Oh, this is so fun. New people on. I miss doing this on Amazon Live because people come on from everywhere and I meet new people every time. And then it's so fun because people come back because we have such a good time on Amazon Live. The one thing I want to say is I really pride myself on only presenting products to you guys. I'm going to get out of this. There we go. Only ever presenting products to you guys that I actually have used myself or have gifted myself or have personal experience with myself. And the reason I do that and the reason I pride myself on that is because, as you guys all know, on Amazon, there are millions upon millions of products. I think the last count I heard was 700 million. Could that be? Do I have that right? Anyway, I bring that up because I know how hard it is to figure out what is, what's good quality, what's not. And you order something and it shows up and it's nothing like you expected it to be. And so when I first started hosting on Amazon Live, that was my goal, was to kind of help you sift through that noise and be able to authentically know, okay, someone that I can trust has tried this, and so I can, rest assured that when it comes to my doorstep, it's going to be what I thought it was going to be. So just know that, because I do think that's a really important thing. And again, I really do pride myself on that. So we are going to just go ahead and dive in, because you guys, we have so many products, so many amazing women-owned products. And I am going to start. I hope she is on. I have not seen her yet, but gosh knows I could definitely have missed her. I am going to start with a product that is, good things come in small packages. And this is a product that is designed by a Texan, Laren Lockwood, who is from Texas, has become a very good friend of mine. I met her a couple years ago at the National Hardware Show. She invented a product that has become very, very, very popular everywhere, but it's definitely TikTok viral. I can definitely say that. And it was a Shark Tank product. So she was on, I don't even know what season it was, but I did get to watch it. My gosh, she is such a firecracker. And if you are an innovator yourself and you want to be inspired, Laren is your girl. She has so much energy. She will not take no for an answer, as all of the sharks found out firsthand. She just is so confident and just one of the coolest people I know. Let me show you a picture of Laren on Shark Tank. There she is right there. Just as you can tell, just a ball of energy. And here she is with her product. Her product is called Lion Latch right there. And I'm going to explain it to you in just a second. But when she was on Shark Tank, she did not get a deal. But I think that was probably a very good thing. I don't think she needed a deal at all, nor did the Sharks. They felt like, Laren, you have a great business going. You do not need anybody else. All you need is to find a really great manufacturer. And so it really kind of gave her this boost of confidence to just keep going. And sure enough, I actually texted her right before the show and I said, how many units have you sold so far? And she responded, and I got kind of confused by all her numbers, but I know it's hundreds of thousands of lion latches she has sold. So what the heck is a lion latch? Well, let me show you right here. I'm going to go ahead and click it in the carousel so you can see what I'm talking about. So this is it. Very, very simple, very small little device, but how she came up with it, why she came up with it. Laren was a teacher. She has since retired from teaching to do this full time. And she was also a softball coach. And with her athletes, she made sure that they never wore their jewelry when they were playing softball. But she kind of felt like she was the exception to that rule because she was newly engaged. And she was so proud of that engagement ring that she never wanted to take it off. So one day the ball hit her finger and it smashed the ring on her finger, flattened it. The diamond went flying. She never found the diamond. And in that moment was that light bulb moment that we have, as inventors have. And she just thought there's got to be a way, there's got to be a place for girls, men, anybody to put their jewelry in times like that when you know you need to take it off, but you forgot to take it off. Maybe you are getting your nails done at the manicure salon and you forgot to leave your ring at home, but you got to take it off. You don't want to just leave it sitting there, or you don't want to put it in the bottom of your purse where it's going to be swimming around and probably get lost. So for all of those moments, she created Lion Latch. And so the way that it works is it is a very, I really want to point out the quality to this because she's a stickler for quality. She's gone through so many manufacturers for that reason, because she never wanted to sacrifice quality. So just the carabiner alone is really awesome. I'm going to open this one actually. So when you pinch it, the problem that's not good quality is my eyesight. Okay, there we go. Okay, so you pull it out like that, and then when you open it up, what you will find is inside, this is perfectly sized to fit a ring or several rings in here. It could be a necklace, it could be stud earrings or a bracelet, could be anything. But she originally designed it for athletes, for soccer players who are not allowed to wear their jewelry. So in a pinch, they've got to take it off. And where do they put it? They can put it in here. And then once they put the lid back on and then they clip it right here with the carabiner, then it is locked inside here. And then you can attach this to anything from, let's say you are playing softball. And so you've got those softball chain link fences. You could theoretically just attach it right there. You could put it on your belt loop. You could put it on the D-ring on your handbag. Anywhere. But the fact is, it's locked in here. It's not going anywhere until you're ready to put it back on. And so imagine the number of people who have been saved from losing their wedding ring or damaging their ring or whatever it is that they decide to put inside of here. But of course, like many great inventions, as Laren started using it and as people started using it, she found so many other uses for it. So it definitely is not just for jewelry. It could be medication. It could be on Shark Tank, she brought hearing aids on. Well, she brought one of these with hearing aids inside for Mr. Wonderful, since he doesn't listen to anybody. So I thought that was really fun. So any little thing that you just don't want to lose, but we always seem to lose. I know for me, stud earrings, I'm just notorious. There's always one missing. Always, always, always. What is that about? I don't know. But it's such a genius invention, and hence the hundreds of thousands of these that she has sold, not only on social media, but she is killing it right here on Amazon. And so you can buy it as a single like this. They come in so many different really cool colors. I've got a few of them here. I've got the gray right here. I really like the gray. I've got the red. This did so well, obviously, at Valentine's Day. And the pink did just as well on Valentine's Day. She's got white. She's got a whole boatload of them. You can buy them as singles, as you're seeing there in the carousel, or I'm going to move the carousel over to show you that you can also get them in a set of 3. So you can do a little bit of savings by doing that. And it is such a great little gift to give girlfriends. Like I featured her for Valentine's Day because it's just that little something you want to give something thoughtful to someone that you care about. Maybe you know someone who just got engaged. Like, what a fun little thing to give them so that they don't have the same problem that Laren had. So, or maybe you're going to give somebody jewelry for their birthday or something like that. How fun to put it inside of here. Just kind of an added little something. So I think, let's see, lots of chatting going on. Used as a small pill box too. Yes, medications, fantastic use for it. And we're hearing great idea. Wonderful. Let's see, Ashley, you may be dinged into her account like I am on, I don't know what that is. Okay, I'm just trying to see if I'm missing any questions.
Lauren is in Instagram Live right now. I'm trying to.
Oh, Laren is okay. So Laren is watching, but she's over on Instagram. So Laren, hopefully you saw the link to jump on over to Amazon so you can be chatting with all the peeps about your awesome product. And again, there she is with all the different colors, holding them up and just as proud as can be. She and I have been chatting lately and inspiring each other and just kind of talking shop as far as inventions and what's next. And so fun to talk with her because her mind is just going and the dreams and the ideas just don't stop. And so I can only imagine what Laren is going to do next. And this, I mean, absolutely is her hero product. I hope she never gives these up because they're so necessary. And I know so many athletic teams, they're buying them for all of their players, which is so cool. And companies are giving them as kind of, what do you call that? Like merch kind of at golf tournaments and things like that. So she does customized and she is just tearing it up with Lion Latch. So I thought that was a really fun one to kick this off with. So Laren, thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me showcase your awesome invention. And you really are, in my eyes, one of the top women-owned brands on the platform. And you're very inspiring to so many people. Great for team gifts, spring break and bachelorette too. Love that. Great idea for bachelorette. You know, when you're going somewhere tropical and you're going to be swimming in pools in the ocean, and where do you put your rings? And to put them someplace, just a little box made just for your jewelry is kind of cool, especially since it's locked and you can lock it to something. Susan says she has one and she loves it. Her daughters played softball and she wishes she would have had them back then. Well, I wish I would have had this when I went to a day spa and my wedding ring got stolen. Oh my gosh, I met Laren not long after that. So yes, that would have changed everything had I had that. Anyway, that's for another day. Okay, we are going to move on and we are going to shift gears in a huge way, completely different. But my gosh, I am so proud of this inventor. This is, you guys I know are going to agree with me. The fact that she came up with this idea and engineered and re-engineered and just didn't stop until she had created perfection with this. And actually I had worked with her, or not worked with her, but I think we did a consulting session together or something years ago. And she was kind of in the, I don't want to say the infancy. She was beyond the infancy, but she hadn't launched the product yet. And so we just kind of bounced ideas off of each other. And who am I talking about? I'm talking about Lexa. I hope I'm pronouncing this. Why am I blanking? Gandolfo? Oh my gosh. I totally know this. Lexa Gandolfo. I hope I pronounced that right, Lexa. You forgive me if I didn't. But Lexa created something that at the time when I met with her, it was called the Cargo Caddy. And Lexa, in my mind, tell me if I'm wrong, but I had thought you originally designed this for Jeeps specifically. I don't know why, if I'm just making that up or if that's true, but it has since had a few different iterations since she and I had met. And here she is right here. Beautiful smile. I love that picture. That is Lexa. And what she has created is now called the Kurt Paka. I've got it highlighted right there, and it is still Cargo Caddy. But what is so cool is that it is very much of a universal cargo caddy in that it can fit most SUVs and CUVs, and it is adjustable. So, you know, every trunk size is different. But the beauty of the Cargo Caddy is that it basically gives you a whole nother level of space in your trunk or the cargo of your SUV or your CUV. So what do I mean by that? Let me show you a before and after. Actually, it's kind of a good way to see it right here. So the trunk is open and just a big mess on the left. The groceries are tipped over. The basketball is rolling around. The car, I think there's a car seat in there, all kinds of stuff. It's just a big mess. And I think everybody can relate to that on some level. And then enter the cargo caddy. And you have a whole shelf that is perfectly sized to fit in there. When you're not using it, it folds up out of sight. So you still have all the space you need inside your trunk when you're not using it. But when you need it, you can simply fold it down. It creates an extra shelf, and that shelf has a 2-inch lip around it that makes sure that everything stays secure. Things don't fall down and move around. So you have just basically doubled your usable trunk space when you add a cargo caddy. It is so smart. I'm going to show you a little video that describes it probably way better than I ever could. So there's the shelf right there. I love that it's so easy to install. There's the problem right there. Again, I think we can all relate to that, whether you're traveling or camping or just sports gear or golf equipment. And there it is, empty. Again, it just folds down. Hunting equipment, gosh, so many uses for it. But then it's out of sight when you're not using it. This shows how easy it is to install. No tools needed whatsoever. And that looks really yummy. But it's just so well designed. It is so durable, and at the same time, so lightweight and easy to use. So to accomplish that, for her to have accomplished that, is to me just incredible. If you guys agree with that, please let her know in the chat, because I mean, what a feat. And so what happened since she and I met was that she did get this licensed to a big company called Kurt, and Kurt is actually an arm of a company called Lippert, if I'm pronouncing that right. And what they do is they really specialize in, different kind of organizational components and things for everything from RVs to marine and automotive. So it was just a really, really good fit for this product. And I think they're doing a great job with it, with marketing. And it's just, I mean, Lexa, it's just got to be so exciting to see this take off in the way that it has. And I'm just so excited for you. Let's see here. And there is a limited time deal on it right now. It is 8% off. So if you are someone that has an SUV or a CUV, or which I think a Jeep would constitute a CUV. Is that right? Did you let me know if you had originally designed it for Jeep?
Yes.
Did she? Okay.
Jeep. And minivans are really good too.
Oh, great for minivans as well. Love that. So how cool that it's become so versatile. And so, I mean, I know so many people that have SUVs and CUVs. Like the trunks it's just a nightmare, because it is this big, empty, open space. And now Lexa has created just complete organization for that space. And even if you're going to put the seats down, you don't even have to take it off. If you're putting both of the seats down, you can just leave it on and have them go down. So once you put it on, that's what's so great. And it's not even difficult to put on. But once you put it on, it can stay there. And again, it's out of sight. And then when you want to use it, you just fold it down. Let's see. Am I missing something? She's saying it's been super exciting. And Paul's saying, hi, Jen. Oh, that's not Paul. It's Bev with Bandy. Good to see you. And Lexa is agreeing. Exactly. You just install it and you leave it. So that makes it, I mean, to me, when you think of adding something like that to a car, it would seem like a big undertaking. But the way Lexa has designed it is so innovative, it's so smart, that it is not a big undertaking at all. Again, no tools required. It holds up to 50 pounds. So on that one shelf, you can put up to 50 pounds. And then the size of it, in case anyone wants to know, it is height adjustable. It is 34 inches wide by 11 inches deep. And then that lip that goes around is 2 inches. So Lexa, is there anything else just kind of logistically that I need to share that maybe I have not shared? Let me know. She says you can install it in less than 10 minutes. That's pretty great. And let's see, what else? Okay. I think we've covered it. So again, that is the Kurt Paka Cargo Caddy. I really feel like this is one of those products that you'll keep thinking about, especially if you have an SUV. And when you open that trunk and it's a mess, you'll think, wow, I really could use that. I need to add that to my. So don't forget about that one for sure. Okay, guys, we are going to move on to another inventor who I know is in the chat. I saw her in the very beginning, and this is actually an inventor that I have come to know. I actually got to meet her at a Women Inventors Conference almost exactly a year ago down in Coronado, in San Diego area. We're both Southern California girls, and her name is Carolyn Hamlet, and I'm going to show you a picture of Carolyn Hamlet. Carolyn, I was so excited to get to find this picture. Well, I'm going to show you two pictures. So here she is on the beach. I'm assuming that's in Southern California, and she is holding her invention right there. And here she's a little even more excited about her invention. She's juggling it in the air. She just launched on Amazon, or just launched in general. Her product is called Oku. And oku is a Japanese term. Carolyn, I love the name of it. Once I learned about it, I thought that was so cool. If you have not been to Carolyn's website, I would encourage you to do that, because you really took time with your story, and it's just really thoughtful. And so reading that was really, really cool. And basically what it means, I want to make sure I get it right. I know it is 2 words. I wish I could read my own writing. Where is it? Okay, I'm going to have to come back to that. I lost it. Oh, there it is. Okay, it means depth or heart in Japanese. And so for Carolyn, it's really about the idea of really being intentional with your life and having integrity with your life and kind of going all in and living energetically in your life. And so what she has created are gummy snacks. They're basically energy snacks, but there's so much more than that. And Carolyn, I think I said this to you when I first met you. I was so excited because gummy bears, my entire life, have been my favorite sweet in the world. And I recently found out that I have a stomach issue that doesn't let me eat gummy bears for a few different reasons. But when I saw the ingredients in these, I was so happy, because this was going to let me have my favorite sweet again. But these are actually better, not only in taste. And I love the fact that not only are these sort of wellness gummies and also great energy, gives you a great energy boost anytime you need it. But at the same time, I am, like Carolyn, someone that has a sweet tooth. And sometimes I quench my sweet tooth with things I shouldn't be quenching it with. And the fact that with these that she has created, I can quench my sweet tooth with something that I know is filled with goodness and wellness. So I love that. And they're only 70 calories, which is great. And I don't have that guilt that I'm having all this sugar for my sweet tooth. But like many of us, I think, can agree that throughout the day, we get these moments where we're lagging and we just wish we could have a little pick me up. But maybe I let myself have my 1 cup of coffee in the morning, and then I don't want to do more coffee throughout the day. And with coffee, we know that feeling of the jitters and the boom and then the crash. This is this kind of smooth, sustained energy when you have them. And in each pack, I'm going to find one that I already have opened. I've tried them all. I love them all. In each pack, there are 2 servings. So there are 10 gummies. So there's one. The one that I'm having is the Conscious Energy Gummy Snacks. It is orange blossom flavored. I can't decide, Carolyn, which one's my favorite. They're all so good. The different ones are orange blossom. This one is strawberry. Then you have grape. And I actually think this might be my favorite, pineapple. So those are the 4 flavors. But a serving size is 5 of these, which to me, that's a good size serving. And so 70 calories for 5 of these. And then there's 10 of them inside each packet. And what you're seeing there inside the carousel, that is for a pack of 12. So you're really getting 24 servings. And so, when you break it down with the price, it's less than $1.50 per serving. And when you contrast that with, in the middle of the day, going to Starbucks and grabbing a coffee, which is now when you do all the add-ins, $5 or $6 a serving, this makes a lot of sense. I have to have one right now. But what makes even more sense, so good. You nailed the flavors, Carolyn. You really did. But what makes even more sense is what's in it. That's what's the key. I love that there is caffeine, but that it's natural caffeine. And I know that's kind of all the rage right now. So that to me was really key. The other thing I really love is the hydration element, because I do get really dehydrated, but so does my mom, who is 83. I cannot not get her to drink enough water. And the fact that I can sneak hydration into her with these, because she has a sweet tooth too, is fantastic. And how does the hydration, what is that about? These have coconut water in them. And so you're getting hydration through that coconut water. And the other thing that they have is the goji berry, which are really rich in antioxidants. So there's so many good ingredients here. So you're getting to have the sweet, you're getting to have that little pick me up, and at the same time, you're putting really good stuff in your body. So to me, it is just a win all the way across the board, any way you look at it. In terms of the caffeine level, and Carolyn, maybe you can correct me on this because I wanted to understand this. I believe it's 60 milligrams per serving. Is that correct? Let me know on that. That was the one thing I was a little confused about. And then the natural caffeine, what that comes from is green tea and yerba mate. There's also fiber. So all these good things and something that tastes so, so delicious. Carolyn, I would love to know, is there one that's like the favorite, the best seller? Because I think it's really cool that you can buy a 12 pack of any one of these flavors, but then she also does a variety pack where you can try them all, which is probably a great way to start. Yeah, 12 milligrams of caffeine per gummy, and so 60 for a 5 gummy serving. So yes, I would love to know about the, is there a best seller? And Carolyn, which one is your favorite? Curious about that one too. And Ashley's asking if there are any added sugars because she is a type 1 diabetic. Carolyn, I'm going to let you answer that. I think I know the answer, but I know you'll do it much more accurately than I will. So I will ask you for that. Great source of dietary fiber. I need all the energy I can get, don't we all? But we want that energy without crashing. And that is really what I have found with these. It's like it's just a really nice, smooth, okay, like you just are kind of revived a little bit, and you've taken care of that little craving, whether it's a sweet craving or you're just a little bit hungry. So you're getting kind of both of those. And industry first is to put coconut water in a gummy. I've never heard of that. So you had me at hydration, that's for sure. I think we can all use more hydration in our lives. So I think this is so exciting, Carolyn. I cannot wait to see what happens with this, because I think you really have checked so many boxes with these, because you are getting that, again, the antioxidants and all the goodness in there. All the ingredients are just something that we can all use more of. And then at the same time, you are getting that energy. And at the same time, you do get to have something that tastes like you should feel guilty for having it, but you don't have to. So pretty great. I'd like to try the variety pack. Okay, Carolyn's favorites are, drum roll, orange blossom and pineapple. There are added sugars, but because we have allulose, the product is reduced sugar. So it kind of offsets, is what I'm gathering from that. And let's see, Jennifer says, I was dragging today because I have a cold and Oku Energy really helped. That's good to hear. I like that. Okay. So I'm guessing most of you have not tried Oku yet because it is such a new product, and I can't encourage you enough. If you're like me and you halfway through the day, you just need a little something, but you don't want to go get an ice cream cone because you're not going to feel good after that. And you don't want to get a coffee because you're going to crash later or it'll keep you up later. This is kind of the perfect scenario. So Carolyn, thank you for bringing these to us, for creating these. These are going to be my go-to sweet tooth solution. Definitely. I love them all. Okay, we're going to move on to this. I have to tell you, the inventor of this, her name is Susan. I'm going to show you Susan's picture right here so you know who we are talking about. I have gotten to know Susan. I actually met Susan. Oh, it's not coming up for some reason. Jen, can you see if we can re-add that picture? I'm seeing it, but you're not seeing it, right?
No, I'm not seeing it.
Darn. Okay, we'll come back to her picture in a second. But I actually met Susan at the same event that I met Carolyn down in San Diego last year. And Susan is the creator of a product line that is right here. It's called C2P, which stands for Clear to Perfection. And what Clear to Perfection is actually a very innovative hair care, I'm going to say hair care slash skincare product line. I think it is brilliant. And I didn't get to know that until I did the research for this show. I knew on some level that it was really smart and I could see there being a use for it. But as I did the research and really learned more about it, I was really blown away. And I think that this is a product that's already doing so well, but I think it has the potential to just become a household name for men, for women, for anybody. And let me tell you why. So, what she's created, first of all, Susan is I think she's got 40 years, Susan, correct me if I'm wrong, 40 years experience as a paramed. I want to get this right because it sounds very fancy, paramedical esthetician. And why that's important is because during her 40 years of working with people who have had issues, skin issues, like whether it's forehead acne or whether it's chest or shoulders, or probably the most common being back acne. In fact, I asked my son, I have a 23-year-old son, and I remember when he was a teenager, so many of his buddies all had, he didn't have back acne for whatever reason, but his friends did. And it was really traumatic for them. Like, that's a really embarrassing thing for teenage boys where we live, where they're at the beach all the time, their shirts are off, they're at the pool, and having back acne is not fun for them. And what Susan has in her time of working with people that have had these skin issues, what she recognized and what she so brilliantly figured out is that many times the acne is coming from hair care, or hair care, whatever they're using on their hair is undoing what they're putting on to try to fix that. Let's just talk about back acne. We'll just leave it on that for a second. And so it's kind of so if they're putting any kind of topical cream or anything to help it, they're losing the efficacy because of the hair care that they're using. And so she got in touch with the lab and said, we need to create something that can help people, something that can actually counterbalance what's happening with even the best shampoos, conditioners, beauty brands out there that make hair care. They have ingredients in them that cause clogging of pores. And in addition to just clogging pores, it can really clog and damage hair follicles. So what she was also recognizing was, in addition to things like back acne, men especially, that's where hair thinning comes in. And nobody realizes that that can be because of the damage to your hair follicles that's being done by the shampoo and the conditioner that you're using. And so she wanted to come up with a product line that would do the opposite of that and would actually clean out the pores, decongest the pores, even sort of exfoliate and detoxify. So it would allow healthy hair to grow through and the thinning to subside. And when it comes to the back and the chest and anything else, forehead, skin, anywhere near your hair, where when you rinse that the shampoo and conditioner gets on your skin, same thing. And so what she came up with was a formula that is filled with enzymes, fruit enzymes, very carefully selected, that are there to counteract everything I just talked about. And so what are those fruit enzymes? They are things like pumpkin, mango, carrot, kiwi, strawberry. And at first, when I saw that, I thought, what would those do? But then I learned about each one of them, and I can see how thoughtfully she was in selecting each one of those ingredients. And then you go on and you read the reviews from people that are using it and have been using it for years and would die if it was not available anymore because it has completely saved them. So it's such a smart product line. It showed up today, so I've not gotten to use it. And to be honest, I do have the thinning hair issue, but I don't have the acne issue. But people in my life do, and I'm excited to have some people try it. But the scent is really nice. So that I opened it up right away. I love to smell things, and it's just a very subtle, very kind of slight scent. So what I love, Susan, is that in addition to creating a formula that was going to take care of those issues, that it's also a formula that just can make our hair look better in general. And so she's kind of, again, went, like, checked all the boxes of all those things that we would love to solve, solving so many problems at once with one line of products. And so what you're seeing in the carousel there is a bundle, basically, of the shampoo, which is right here, the conditioner, which is right here. And then I love this one, and I can't wait to try this one, actually, the corrective cleansing exfoliant for face and body. I always love a good exfoliant. But, I'm someone that I wear my yoga pants probably way more than I should. And I should take them off right after I work out, but I end up not. I end up just getting busy. And then I do get bumps on the backs of my legs and things like that. And I just am certain that this will help a ton. So I'm looking forward to that. And I know this also helps with ingrown hairs. If you're someone that, my son gets those a lot. So I'm going to definitely have him start trying that. And just, it can help with dandruff. It can help on so many levels. So I'm so happy to know about this, because I know there are so many people that can benefit from it. And this is the bundle that I showed you with these three, but then you also can buy them individually, of course. And so the bundle is right there in the carousel. And then I'm going to show you right here is the exfoliating scrub. And then the conditioner is right there. So you can buy them individually or in that bundle. I personally love the bundle. She sent me this book that I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but she wrote a book that is called Acne Unveiled, Proven Strategies for Acne and Achieving Clear Skin. So if you have somebody in your life that is dealing with this on any level, Susan is your gal. I cannot imagine that anyone is more knowledgeable than Susan on this in general, but then very specifically on hair and skincare. And when you think about it, I mean, it really should be kind of one and the same, because they're so related, and yet nobody thinks about that. And so that's why I think those reviews are just off the charts, because people are trying it and going, oh my gosh, here I thought it was just a skin issue, but it really was related to my hair, and this is solving the problem. So there is hope. Okay, Susan has chimed in. Yes, corrosion of the scalp with waxy ingredients like sodium, lauryl sulfate, which is in everything. And yes, we know that enzymes digest dead skin cells, like we know it does in skincare. Great bodifying shampoo. And yes, if you have bacne or keratosis pilaris, bumps on your arms, it's great for ingrown hairs. So funny that you say that about the keratosis pilaris. That came up today, believe it or not. My sister-in-law deals with that. And I thought of that when I was reading all about this. I thought, I bet this would help her. So I reached out and I said, what was the name? Because she gets those bumps on the back of her arms. Does anybody else get those? And it's not like she doesn't wash and she's not clean, but that's something that's a very real issue for a lot of people. And as I was learning about the scrub, I thought she needs this. So I made a mental note to ask you actually if it helps that. So I'm so happy to hear that it does. Any questions for Susan? This is one of those, it's just game changing. It's something that most people never considered. So something that you have to kind of digest. And then when you think about it, it makes a heck of a lot of sense. Especially to me, the real light bulb for me was the hair follicles. That it does make sense that these waxy ingredients are just clogging the hair follicles, and we're losing hair and our hair's thinning. So I probably need this much more than I realize. I know men, it's a bigger issue for men because is it the sebum? Am I saying that right? Is thicker for them. And so that clogging of the follicles can be more exacerbated, if that's the right word for that. It'll clear up in 2 to 3 days. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to tell her. She's going to be so excited. Awesome, Susan. Susan, thank you for letting me feature your product. Oh, you know what I didn't show? I do want to show you a couple before and afters. I can't believe I forgot to do that. And because I was complimenting Susan on, she did a great job with these because they're so real. They're so authentic. So here's a gal right here who had that, forehead acne and was thinking she just has acne. But turns out when she changes her shampoo and her conditioner, look at her forehead, just cleared it right up. And I believe this is the same girl I saw a video of, and it was so wonderful to see the smile on her face and the confidence. I think she was the one possibly that also had it on her chest. And she was excited to be wearing this dress and showing it off, and it just made me so happy. So I love that. And then here is a gentleman with the back knee, as they call it. And you're seeing the before there and then the after. So what a marked difference that it makes. It must be just this, like the clouds part for people that have this when they realize that that could have been the culprit, either making it worse or causing it altogether. People don't think about the fact that the shampoo stays on your face and decongests. And yes, men, the sebum is thicker. Yeah. So really, really interesting. If you guys know anybody that is dealing with any of that, I highly recommend that you at least let them know about this product line, because it's a winner, definitely. Okay, I think we are going to do one more product and then we are going to do a giveaway. So if you have not already entered, this is your chance. I'm putting it up right there. All you have to do is click the QR code. I think Jen is also putting the link in the chat in case that's easier for you guys. But either way, you can enter and there's no purchase necessary, nothing you have to do, no strings attached at all. We are just saying thank you for being here and supporting these awesome women-owned brands and just being a part of Amazon Live. So fun. And I just love giveaways, so I'm just always going to do those. So again, we're going to do one more product. We're going to do one giveaway, and then we'll do another one at the end of the show. Okay, moving right along. Oh my gosh, I don't think she is with us tonight because she is in the UK. She is launching. That's going to be her third market that she's launching with her product line. Some of you may know of this product line. I am a major fan and have been for many years, as you're about to see, because I have a picture. I dug up a picture of, I actually learned about this product line, I think it was in 2014. I hosted a video where I got to interview her about her product line. I'll show you the picture of she and I. This is backstage or on set, I should say. I hope it's not. Oh, there it is. Don't laugh. Don't make fun of my hair. There it is right there. Her name is Max Cater. And Max is the brilliant founder and CEO of a product line that I, as I mentioned, am such a huge fan of, that is called Murchison Hume. And I'm not the only one who's a fan. You might recognize the gal there. The infamous Gwyneth Paltrow. All kinds of celebrities are just devotees of Murchison Hume. I know Molly Sims is a big fan, lots of celebrities, and it has been featured. I mean, this is a small handful of the places that have featured Murchison Hume product line. The other here's one more picture of us actually not on set, but actually doing the video. That's midway through the video. And if you want to see the video, you can see it on Murchison Hume's YouTube channel. But there we are featuring several of the different products. She's got so many products in this line, that everything from bath and body to house cleaning to laundry, it just goes on and on. And her website, if you haven't been there, go there, because she has all of these free printable things like that, different kinds of how to get stains out and how to organize this. And just basically, it's sort of almost like a lifestyle brand of just, to me, it just screams luxury, just elegance and luxury. She's done such a beautiful job with it. And every time I use one of her products, to me, it's like this little slice of luxury that I'm giving myself in the middle of just an everyday. So her products are, a little bit more expensive than buying Windex at the grocery store. But my gosh, are they worth it? Because number one, there is, no chemicals in it whatsoever. It is all very plant-based, very clean. She is from Australia. The product line is from Australia, and their standards are far and above anything in terms of cleanliness. So I really appreciate that. She has some scents that she has become known for. The one I'm featuring right now, this is one of my very favorites of all of her products. It's the all-purpose cleaner, because really this is that cleaner that you can use on anything. You can use it on wood, you can use it on marble, you can use it on laminate, you can use it on ceramic, you can use it granite, anything. And it cleans so well, you won't believe it. And I told her that back in 2014, when I first used it, I used it on my granite, and I had been using another kind of a granite polish, and I used this, and it just shined in a different way than anything I had used before. But beyond that, probably more important than that in my eyes, it was the scent. The one that I used at the time, it's called Australian grapefruit. I'm a huge grapefruit fan, but it's very, very subtle, but it's almost like you feel like it's a house cleaner, like an all-purpose cleaner, and an air freshener at the same time. And so your house smells so good, I can't even tell you. So this one I had not smelled before. This is the original fig. What I do know about the original fig is that it has become a major, almost has a cult following. People love this fig so much. And it's not just an ordinary fig, because it's also it's crossed with cranberry and bergamot. So I'm going to put it right on my hands, because that's how natural it is, that you can just, oh my God, it smells so good. I wish I could spray it through the camera. You guys could try it. It's amazing. But she also came out with something new since she and I met. And so I was so excited to try this item. Where did it go? Tell me. Oh, it's hiding. Hold on. I thought these were so smart. And maybe you guys have used something like this before. They're laundry sheets, as opposed to using the liquid detergent or the pods, things like that. So they're actually sheets. I bought the travel size because I wanted to try the different scents. And this one is, and this is, I mean, her scents are amazing. So what her signature scent is the Australian grapefruit. The fig, the original fig, is the one that has the biggest cult following. And then this one is, I've never smelled. I'm so excited because it just sounds amazing. It's basil, mandarin, and kale. So you're getting that citrus, you're getting sort of the herbs, and well, we're just going to smell it, and I'll tell you exactly what. And I would have Jen smell it with me, but she has a cold, so that's not going to work very well. Okay, pulling one out. Now this is, as I mentioned, this is the travel size. So this comes with 12 sheets, so you can do 12 loads of laundry. I am someone that travels a lot, so I appreciate this so much that I can bring these with me. They're lightweight, they're not going to spill, they're not going to take up any room in my suitcase, but yet when we want to rewear things but they're dirty, we can just put them in the bathtub or the sink and use a laundry sheet and take care of biz. Oh my gosh, Jen, I wish you could smell these. So again, this is the basil. Oh, it smells so good. You guys have to smell it. Darn it. Oh, I think this is my new favorite, Max. Okay, but here's this. Now I've got to smell the fig, which I smelled it with the all-purpose. Oh, I don't know. Has anyone tried these? Does anyone have one that they love more than the other? I can't decide. I love all three of them, literally probably equally. So I'm probably going to have to get all of them. So these, yeah, this is the travel one. This comes with 12, but then she also has the full-size one. You can do that. But I love that there's no waste, that you don't, it's all pre-portioned for you. You just put your laundry in, you throw that in and do your laundry. And it is all natural. So you might be wondering, is it really going to clean my clothes? Because it doesn't have the chemicals and things in it. And although I haven't tried it, I went in and read the reviews very thoroughly, and people love these. These seem like once they try it, they never go back to the regular. So I'm super excited to give these a try, and I will let you guys know once I do. Let's see. Lots of comments here. Live smell shopping should be a thing. I won't be surprised if that becomes a thing. Very, very good point, Candy. And people are agreeing with Candy. And yummy cranberry bergamot smart, and those dry sheets will not break out your skin. Well, that's good. And these are actually not dryer sheets, but she does have dryer sheets also. These are actually the laundry sheets right here. And let's see, like the synthetic oils can, some of those dryer sheets that have all kinds of synthetic things in them that can be so bad for the skin. And I will tell you a little personal story is I had a terrible allergy. We couldn't figure out what was wrong with me, but my cheeks, this went on for over a month, where my cheeks were as red as a red apple. And I'm not exaggerating. And they would burn. And then after they would burn, they would peel. It was the most, I wouldn't leave the house. It was the most awful thing. And I went to an allergist and got tested, and he couldn't figure out what it was. And then he said, well, the only one thing that did come up was the color cobalt. And this light bulb went off for me, where I was thinking, oh my gosh, we used that cobalt blue Tide. And I've always been fine with it all my life, but for some reason, I'm suddenly allergic to cobalt blue Tide. And so I cannot use any of those colored detergents. So all of her, everything that she does is natural. There is no colors, there's no dyes, there's nothing added to it. And actually, when she created this product line, she did it because she was bathing her son. When she pulled her son out of the bathtub, his skin was all red and rashed. And she realized that there was something in the soap that they were using that was causing that. And so she set out to create a product line that wouldn't cause that. And so it just keeps going, because there's so many different arms to this product line. She was actually, just a fun little fact, she was on, if anybody, I'm a huge fan of the show The Prophet. Anybody else? Such a good show. And they did a whole episode on Murchison Hume. It's really, really interesting to see. I haven't got to talk to Max about it since I saw it, but I'm anxious to do that. She's so wonderful. And I'm so happy for her that she is opening her third market in the UK and just having so much success. So congratulations to you, Max, on everything that you're doing. It's so fun to see. You've just hit it out of the park on every level. And anyway, that's my 2 cents on Murchison Hume. But I will be back with a lot more Murchison Hume. These are just tiny little segment of all the products she has, but they are so wonderful and such a gift to your household if you decide to do that. I know the one, I think her most popular product is the bathroom cleaner. She can't keep it in stock. In fact, I don't even know if you can find it on Amazon right now, because she always sells out. And it came in 2 colors, or 2 scents. It was the Australian grapefruit, and they called that the girls' bathroom cleaner. And it was the fig, and that was the boys' bathroom cleaner. But she since, because we know what happens with the gingers and all that, she had to change it. And so now it is just the scents and not the girls and the boys. Okay, we are going to do our first giveaway right now. And Carolyn, I hope you are okay with this, but I would love to do an Oku giveaway, because they're so good. And until people try them, they're not going to know that what I'm saying is the truth. So I want people to try these Oku energy gummies, because they are not only so good tasting. And she says, of course, thank you, Carolyn. I should have asked you before. She says, of course, but not only do they taste so good, but they really do give you that little energy that I think we all need throughout the day, which is kind of nice. So we are going to give away Oku. And Jen, you're going to have to give me the winner a different way, because I can't get it here.
Oh, yeah.
So she's going to let me know. So we're going to keep you in suspense for just a second. Okay. And the first winner is Anne Marie Martino. Congratulations. You are the winner of Oku gummies. Our producer Jen is going to reach out to you and find out what flavor you would like, or whether you would like to try a variety pack, and get your shipping address and get that out to you. And then all we ask is that you, in return, just let Carolyn know what you think, and maybe do a post and tag Carolyn and I and Amazon when you give them a try, and let us know, because it is such a new product. So I really wanted to get that into some more people's hands. So congratulations. But if you did not win, that's okay, because we have another one coming up. So hang in there. Okay, we're going to move on. And speaking of laundry, I know my girl Nicole is in the chat. I have been wanting to feature, where is it? I just had it here. Jen, am I blind?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the laundry lab.
Oh,
I just had it. Oh gosh, it's right in front of me. I am losing my mind. Now we know. It's true. Okay, there's Nicole in the chat. She's saying hello to everybody. I met Nicole, I believe it was at the Inspired Home Show a couple years ago. I was one of the judges on a panel where inventors were pitching their products to the judges, and we were critiquing and all of that. And I'll never forget when Nicole introduced the Laundry Lab, because I thought it was so smart. And clearly, she had invented this because this was a real problem for her. And at the time, my son was in college, and it was a very real problem for him. So I really related to it. And I thought, not only is she solving a problem, but the execution of it, because she had it right there. So I got to see it, touch it, feel it, and so firsthand, I got to see how incredibly executed her idea is. What it is it's called the Laundry Lab. And what it does is it solves the problem of, if you are somebody who lives in an apartment type of setting or in a dorm or any place where you don't have laundry inside your house or your unit, and you have to go to a laundry room or a laundry mat down the street or whatever, it's such a pain to lug these big, heavy jugs of laundry detergent. And then maybe you have, or if you have these, you're maybe smarter. But, and then you've got the dryer sheets. And then some people like to put the little scent beads in. And then you've got all those quarters for the machines. And so it's just a big mess. And so look what she created. Look at how clever this is. And so this is a stackable interlocking solution to carry all of those different things that I just talked about, or whatever you happen to use for your laundry, just like this, with this very clever handle. It's so cute. I want you to see her logo, because I love her logo, just kind of vintage laundry. And I love that it does easily come apart, because maybe all you want to do this time is bring just your detergent, or maybe you've already done the wash and you just need to have your quarters and your scent beads for the dryer. I'm making that up. But look how clever this is. In the top, you open up the top, and that's where your quarters go, right there. So she thought of everything with this. And let me show you some pictures so you can kind of get a sense of how this would work. And I'd like to show you a picture of her. There she is right there. There's Nicole Orlando, the inventor of the Laundry Lab. She's so cute. And here it is, stacked and filled. And then I love the picture on the right where you're seeing it just kind of separated in case you wanted to use it that way. But so smart. And I wanted to show you a picture of it really being used. I love when I read Amazon reviews and people include pictures. So this is the real deal. It was one of the reviews on Amazon. And so clearly someone who uses a laundromat with the quarters and all of that. And I'm sure they are so grateful to have this solution. Now, I'm going to give you a real life example myself of last night. Actually, my mom lives in a senior housing kind of a thing, and she has a laundry room outside that she has to walk to. And I go and visit her once a week, and I do her laundry when I'm there. And so up until last night, I used to bring all the different things with me, and I had this kind of bucket thing that I would carry and that I'll be in there. And I would always seem to be fumbling trying to find quarters, because it takes 5 quarters, I think, to do the wash and 3 to do the dry. It's just kind of a disorganized thing. And as of yesterday, I got to use the Laundry Lab, and I was so proud carrying my little Laundry Lab to the laundry room. And I was hoping someone would see me so I could tell all of the people that live there about the Laundry Lab, because I think they would love it so much. So I told my mom, I think she should get this, because she has all friends that live in there now. It would be such a nice little gift to give to everybody that lives there, so that they can all have one of these to go do their laundry at the couple different laundry rooms that they have as part of her complex. So Nicole, I love it so much. So if you know anyone who is in college or lives in an apartment setting, maybe it's you, maybe it's someone that's close to you, what a fun gift. And maybe you fill it with some quarters and some different laundry things. You can even put laundry sheets inside of these. You just fold them up and put them in there. And I think it holds. I also love that she has measurements built in here. I'm not sure if you can see those. So it on both sides, it tells you differently. Like this is 1 load, 2 load, 3 load, 4 load. Really smart. So it makes it easy to measure. You don't have to bring the cup with you. It is all kind of self-contained. Like I said, she thought of everything. Great for campers. Oh, that's a good one, Joe. Thank you for chiming in on that. Great for college. So practical. Let's see, what else? Oh gosh, what a creative invention. Yes, really, so creative. Clearly, someone solving a problem for themselves and in doing so. And it's Nicole, you've done such a great job with your website and the videos and everything. I did not have a chance to check out your social media, but I can see this being one of those viral things because when you see how organized it is and how compact and lightweight versus the way I used to do things, it's just hello. Why wouldn't you buy that? And as you guys are seeing, oh, I didn't even click it in the carousel. I'm so sorry. Let me get there. In the carousel, you can see that it is under $20 for that. And imagine the aggravation and the hassle that that is going to save you. Such a fun gift. Love it. Especially, oh my gosh, back to school. I have to believe what college kid wouldn't, I mean, every mom has to give that. It's got to be kind of part of the care package, something like that. So well done, Nicole. Love it, love it. Okay, moving on. I'm not sure if she was able to hang on with us, whether she's still here or not. One of my favorite, all-time favorite female innovators. Her name is Anne Terriani. And so, Anne, if you are here, let me know in the chat. But I have a feeling she was not able to stay on. I should have moved your product up. I'm sorry about that. But if you have seen me on any live shopping anywhere, you've probably seen me feature this product. And there was no way I could do an Amazon Live about innovative women-owned brands without including Anne Terriani and her company, which is called Gildan Tree. Gildan Tree was conceptualized about 35 years ago or more even. I believe it was 1990, so maybe exactly 35 years ago. And she was living in Pakistan with her husband. And while in Pakistan, she discovered a pumice, a terracotta pumice stone that worked so well for her. She loved it so much that for her, this light bulb went off of, gosh, nobody in the United States knows about this. I bet I could bring this to the United States. Oh, she is here. Yay. Hi. Thank you for staying up. So, Anne, definitely chime in if I'm telling your story wrong in any way. But I've told it a few times, so I think I'm getting better at it. But I'm always so inspired by it. I love telling the story. But she loved it so much, she thought, I'm going to bring these back to the United States and see if anybody agrees with me. So she brought like 20 of them back, I think it was, and she went to her mom's law office and left a basket of them there and told people to take one and just let her know whether they, give her feedback on them. And before she knew it, several people not only gave her feedback, but wanted to place orders for more. And so she knew that she had something. And so that was way back then. Since then, this terracotta pumice stone that I'm going to show you right here has just skyrocketed beyond anybody's wildest dreams. And it makes me so happy to see. This is Oprah's favorite foot scrubber. Robert Redford, actually, I'm not sure that it was this product, and Anne, maybe you can tell me, but I know Robert Redford is a fan of Gildan Tree and her products. Time magazine in 2005 did an article called, it was Sisters in Trade, I think it was, and featured Anne and Gildan Tree. Why? Because after Anne discovered that this was such a hit with the people in the US, she went back to Pakistan. She went back to the artisans in Pakistan that were making these by hand and employed them to make them for her to bring to the States. So they went from making a handful of these a week, I don't know, maybe 10 of them a week. I'm making that up, but I think it's something like that, to making thousands of these. They had to kind of overnight figure out how to step it up, and they did. And so the reason why that article in Time magazine was done is because to this day, 35 years later, she still employs the artisans in Pakistan. And not only does she employ them, but she funds their children's education. And so they went from making basically no money to speak of to making good money and having their children be able to be educated and having that completely funded by Gildan Tree and Anne and her husband. So if that's not inspiring, And this is just one of so many products, but I believe this was the hero product that started it all. And I'm such a, originally, I wasn't such a fan because of the story. I didn't even know the story. I was such a fan because I love this thing so much. It is the best. I love my feet. I love feet in general, like because maybe I live in sunny Southern California. We're always open toe shoes and sandals and flip flops and bare feet. And so keeping your feet nice is kind of a priority for me. And so I have tried every pumice stone. I have tried the electric, the spinners that don't work at all. And when I discovered this one, this is the one that I fell in love with. And this one is basically it's dried in the sun and then fired in the kiln. Again, all done by hand molded. And so this is going to last forever unless you were to break it in half or something like that. It never wears out. You can use it again and again and again, and it's never going to wear out. And what's unique about this is it's double-sided. So on this side, it's very coarse and rough. So when you first start using it, you'll use this in the bathtub or the shower, put a couple little squirts of soap on here, and then scrub to your heart's content, get those calluses off, all the rough spots. And then once you feel like you've done a good job of that, you're going to turn it over. And this is designed for buffing and really kind of, creating a smoother surface after doing the rough stuff. And then what I discovered was that this makes just as good of a body loofah as it does a foot scrubber. And so what Anne recommends is using the buffing side for your skin. I do both depending on what part of my body I'm doing it on. Certain areas I will do the rough side, but it's an incredible loofah. So kind of serves both purposes. And then you just rinse it off and leave it in the shower until next time. And it will work for you again and again and again. It's so great. And look at the price. I'm highlighting it there. So it's under $15. It is such a great price point for gifting. And it comes in this great little box that has the story, and it's got a QR code that will take you to her site, so you can do things like her foot quiz that tells you exactly what you need with your particular feet based on how you score. And I'm not telling anybody how I scored the first time I took it, but I encourage you to do that. But then she also has a 4-step to naturally beautiful, healthy feet. She gives you little recipes. There's a carrot ginger honey mask home spa recipe. She's got more of that on her site. So it's just, I gift it all the time. It's just such a wonderful gift to give. And then she's got all kinds of wonderful creams that I use with it. And the one that I think I have a picture of it here that I am really love, really impartial to, is this one, which is the Nourishing Foot Cream. So I'll do my feet in the shower, and then while they're still moist when I get out, I'll put that on, and it's just so rich and so nourishing. It's like the perfect combo, those two together. So I actually have that in the carousel as well, the bundle of that. So you'll save a little money if you buy those together. But we are heading into spring. We are heading into sandal season. And this is just the perfect time to get your hands on one of these that is just the favorite of everybody, including Oprah, including Marcy McKenna, including Robert Redford, Time Magazine. The foot cream was our second favorite product, and it's still Anne's favorite product. I didn't even show you Anne. You have to see Anne. Where is she? There she is. I love this picture. That is Anne Terriani right there. And let's see. Yes, the buffing side is also great to use on your legs before shaving, anywhere you need a little smoothing. I use it a lot, and on the back of my legs. It's because as I was just mentioning, because of the yoga pants, I think that's why. I do get the bumps on the back, and this helps a ton. Really does. So love it. So pick one up. If you have not already tried one, you are going to thank me for telling you about the terracotta foot scrubber, or more importantly, you're going to thank Anne for bringing it to us from Pakistan 35 years ago. So I'm just wishing you nothing but continued success on this fantastic road that you're on. And again, that's just one of many products. Go to her website. You'll see towels, all kinds of cool stuff. Okay, we're going to move on. We have let's see. We've got 3 more to go, and then we're going to do one more giveaway. The next one. This is another one. If you have seen me lately do any kind of live shopping, you might have seen me talk about this product. I have become a very big fan. I do love beauty products. I'm very particular about beauty products, but I do like to try them all. Anything, I'll try anything. But the ones that I want to feature and really let everybody know about are ones that are really special. This one is really special. And this one is fairly new to the States. So that to me is always fun to be able to bring something that you might not know about. But the reason why I really wanted to have it on this particular show is because it's such an innovative beauty brand. And it is an innovative, women owned, women created, women founded beauty brand. And the founder that I am talking about, her name is Pauline Prescott. And Pauline is the founder of a company called Formulae Prescott that is actually out of the UK. Well, she's sort of a world traveler, so you could say it's out of many different places. But where it really got started and where it has been so wildly popular and continues to be is in the UK. In fact, the product I'm going to show you 2 years in a row was voted the #1 skincare cleanser above anything else 2 years in a row. And what I'm talking about is Tri-Balm, and that is right here. I love the branding and the packaging. Here it is in the box right there. It comes in a couple sizes, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. But what I love so much about this product is the fact that it is such a multitasker. So Pauline calls this a 3-in-1, and Tri-Balm, because it is a balm, so it's a facial balm. It in a way looks like a deodorant. You turn it up like that, and so that's kind of how you use it. But it is so not a deodorant, and is so much better than a deodorant. So when she calls it a 3-in-1, what she means by that is that it is an incredible cleanser. It also is an exfoliator, and it is a moisturizer. So those three things. I'm going to tell you in a second why I think it's a 5-in-1, maybe even a 6-in-1. I keep finding new uses for it. But oh my gosh, let's start with why she came up with it. And actually she's known for coining a term called skinimalism, because she is a world traveler. She's a very successful businesswoman, and she was living in Hong Kong at the time when she created this. But she had her husband in the US and her family in the UK. So she was traveling everywhere and lugging all her skincare everywhere. And we know, especially on airplanes and TSA and all of that, what a pain that can be. And so she wanted to just streamline her skincare routine and create products that were really good quality, but that could multitask. And so this is one of her flagship products, is the Tri-Balm, and boy, does it multitask. So it does cleanse really, really well. And when I first used it, that's what I didn't really even know how to use it so much, but that's what I discovered. I put it on, I just kind of rolled it on my face and then rubbed it in, thinking that it was a cleanser. But how it felt when it went on was so amazing. It was just, I could just tell my skin was drinking it up, the hydration that it was getting from that. So I left it on for a good, I think it was a good 15 to 20 minutes, and did some housework, went about my day. And when I took it off, so I put once you get a little warm water and you start rubbing it, it kind of gets emollient as you go. And then you rinse it off, or you can even wipe it off with a tissue, whatever you want to do. It's a very versatile product, which is another thing I love. But when I took it off, my skin, after using it that one time, and this is not an exaggeration, it was markedly different. It felt like a baby's bottom. It was so soft, and felt like kind of renewed skin. And I was thinking, what is the ingredient in there that did that? And so when I looked at the ingredient, I did discover that one of the key ingredients in it is pumpkin seed enzyme. And I know about pumpkin seed enzyme because there was a mask that I used to use that had pumpkin seed enzyme, and nothing made my skin feel better than that mask, or look better than that mask. And that's because that enzyme is known as one of the best exfoliants that there is. And so that is in here. It's all natural. It also has almond oil, and almond oil is known for its cleansing properties, which hence the reason that it 2 years in a row was voted the best cleanser in the UK. I'm sure it's going to start getting those accolades here in the US as well, because once you try it, you're going to know what I mean. It also has oat oil, and that is kind of the hero ingredient for the moisturizing. So those three are kind of the key ingredients, but it has pomegranate as well, which is kind of loaded with vitamin C. So many good things. But the fact that you can use this one thing and it can do all of that, it's an incredible makeup remover. If you are someone that wears even waterproof mascara, this is going to take that right off. You just kind of massage it on your eyes and you'll just feel it kind of dissipate, and then warm water and it's gone. So it's incredible for that. I love when you find a cleanser that can take all that off. You don't have to double do it. It just does it. So nice. Now, when I call it a 5-in-1, I also use this. Sometimes I'll mix a little bit of it with my foundation and put it on if I want sort of a dewy glow. It's excellent for that. It's almost a little bit like a primer in a way. And then the fifth one for me was when I used it the first time and it felt so good and nourishing and my skin was drinking it up, it made me think this is a great mask. So this is sometimes I'll put this on and wear it overnight and then take it off in the morning. And I wake up feeling so hydrated. It feels so good. And the lines are plumped. It also has hyaluronic, which is hence why the lines are plumped, because it's that moisture binding ingredient, keeps the moisture in. And so it fills in those lines. So to wake up like that is, I love it. And then the other thing I use it for is just kind of throughout the day. So I mentioned that there's different sizes. So this is the 70 grams. This is the 20 grams. So this is like the little travel size. And so this is in my purse at all times, because throughout the day, I do start to feel dehydrated and I want to put a little bit, I'll put a little bit on my hands and then just press, and it'll give me sort of a little bit of a renewed glow and it'll feel like my skin's hydrated again. So I love that kind of little pick me up. It is, I mean, for traveling, when you think about the fact that this is never going to leak in your suitcase, this is never going to explode, takes up, I mean, this is the one I take with me when I travel, and that's it. And so theoretically, this is my skincare routine. That's it. I'm cleansing, I'm exfoliating, and I'm moisturizing with this. I use it under my eyes. I actually use it up here as well, everywhere. Décolletage, amazing. I always forget to talk about that. Top of my hands, amazing. So cuticles, it goes, the more I use it, the more uses I find for it, and the more I fall in love with it. Now, they have an entire skincare line. This is just the one that I'm in love with. I can't wait to try them all. I'll show you so there's just to wet your whistle a little bit with, and more products coming. I know that. But here was her goal right here when she created it, was to take all those products, and you can throw all those away because they all are in that one Tri-Balm facial balm. Pretty cool. And here is Pauline herself right there. She is so pretty, and she has a great video on her website where she talks about inventing it and why she did. So I would encourage everyone to look at that, and just a handful of the awards that that she's already gotten with this product line. And I couldn't even fit all of them. There's quite a few more actually than that. That's what I could fit on my slide. So that is Formulae Prescott. And again, the inventor is Pauline. And I think I do have, did I forget? I keep forgetting to do the carousel. I'm sorry, you guys. So this is the 70 gram, and this is going to last you a good long time. I haven't gone through one yet to know how long, but it's still very full, and I use it multiple times a day, actually. And then the 20 gram is this one right here. And so that is, so if you're just wanting to try it and see what you think, this would be a great one to start with, especially since it's so compact and easy to toss in your bag and have with you at all times. Oh, I forgot, we have an expert in the house. Susan is saying, awesome pumpkin enzyme, high in vitamin A, which is a natural retinol. I didn't know that, Susan. All I know is that could be my new favorite ingredient is pumpkin seed enzyme. It's the one that like really makes a marked difference immediately, which to me, there's not many ingredients that do that. It's kind of more of an over time thing. That one right away. And Nicole is saying, so versatile. Yes, definitely. Okay, we are moving on. We have 2 more products. The next one, and I do believe they are here with us inside the chat. This is a duo of inventors, And this is one heck of an innovative women-owned brand on Amazon. Lots of success on Amazon. I've been a fan of this product without knowing that it was this product or was by these women for years. And their names are, I'm going to show you their picture right here. This is Bev and Beth. They are the co-founders of a product line called Bandy Wear. Oh gosh, did I not get out I didn't get the belts out. I'm going to show you a picture of the belts and then I'm going to show you, shoot,
Yeah.
okay, my bad. But you're going to see them. I've got them here. And so you'll get a good look at them. So what they are most known for are these products right here. These are called the Bandy belts. And the Bandy belts, let me just come back here to show you why I love them so much. So the Bandy belts, I have been a major fan of fanny packs for a very long time. I've been the one that everybody makes fun of. My friends all make fun of me for wearing them. But the idea of being hands-free when I'm at the grocery store or walking my dog or at Disneyland or in the airport getting ready to travel, that all of my essentials, all the things I need to have access to immediately are all right here around my waist. To me, that's like, why wouldn't you want to do that? And once you've ever worn a fanny pack or a bandy belt, you can't imagine why anyone would not have that or how you could ever not have that. And there are many of them out there that attempt to solve that problem and organize your things and keep everything close to you and easy to access. And I've tried many of them on Amazon specifically before I discovered Bandy Belt. And I liked them until I discovered Bandy Belt. And what is so unique about Bandy Belt is that they have actually structure built in to their belts. And so not only organization with different pockets that you can put different things in. I'm going to go back to that. Actually, I'm going to show you almost like a CAD drawing so you can see through it to understand. So there are pockets that are sized for a phone. That little pocket that you're seeing, that side pocket, I put my AirPods in there. And then what's really great is there's a divider in that main pocket that gives you organization on both sides. And then what I really love about it is the fact that it is so close to your body and it's adjustable with that adjustable buckle you're seeing there. So it's really one size fits most for sure. And they do have an extender if you're someone or someone you know has a larger waist. They do have an extender for that. But what's nice is there's almost a bit of a shapewear element to it because it does kind of just feel really secure in your belly area. And that structure that's built into it makes sure that what I found with the other ones I've used is when I'm walking or running, they're kind of bouncing and sagging. And so I don't feel like everything's really secure to me. This, I tighten it really nicely with that adjustable belt. It stays very secure. Everything is really organized. I can find it, get to it in a pinch. It's really, let me highlight it here, so well designed, and they have so many different prints and colors that they have come out with, and I can't keep up with them. I'm always going to their website to find the new ones because each one is more fun and special. There's oh gosh, there's a new tapestry one that I love. There's a Venetian one, I think it's Venetian, that I love. So many. And so definitely you've got the link right there, but you can go in and look at all of the different prints and have fun with that. But it's something that it's not just, I think people think of them like for exercising and hiking and walking the dog, but it can also be for every day, just around the house. I use the example of my mom who is not so stable and has trouble getting from one room to the other nowadays and forgets things in the room. And so now she wears a bandy belt all day and keeps those essentials right close to her so she doesn't forget anything and she can get to it immediately. And it's just been such a gift, such a godsend for her. So, she can have her readers in there. She has her tissue in there. She has her phone in there, just the basics that she needs next to her. I love the fact that Bev and Beth are always innovating and coming out with new items. And so I asked them to send me a couple new things to feature. And what I discovered right away on their website that I fell in love with, because it is all about kind of streamlining and organizing and kind of being a little bit more minimalistic about your day. And so I love this wallet. It's really just so slim. It is RFID protected, so you don't have to worry about, we know how common that is now, where people can come by and swipe your credit card number just like that, and you'd never know it, just through your purse, through your pocket. But when you have it in here, it's not possible. And I've seen it tested and all that. It's the real deal. And so it holds 6 cards. It holds your cash. It's got the ID window there. And it's the really nice kind of pebbled leather, which I love. Just very kind of sleek, sophisticated, kind of understated, but really elegant. And because it has such a slim silhouette, it's just so perfect for the bandy belt. So you can have all of those essentials, your ID and the cash and the credit cards, right there in the slim silhouette, RFID protected, inside your bandy belt. What an amazing combo for traveling, going through the airport and not, being able to get to your ID really quickly, not worrying about your credit cards being compromised or anything like that. Really, really nice. And then they also have this very cool keychain that can hook right onto it as well, right onto the belt as well. So that's a nice little add. But the one I got so excited to see on their site, I'm a big pickleball fan. And so they came out with what's called the Bandy Ball Band, which I just clicked it there in the carousel. And this is a black one, but this is another one that just goes around your waist and is super secure, and it feels so good on. Again, it's that kind of shapewear feeling, but it has slots to hold your pickleballs. And so it just makes it so easy, because I never have pockets. And so I'm always trying to hold 2 or 3, and hit the ball at the same time. So now I can wear this. And as I think I've got a picture here to show you, the probably easier to see it than with the black. There it is. Oh, gosh, it's another one that's not coming up. Darn it. I think Jen's going to try to work on that. You can see it there in the carousel as well. But it just makes it so easy to hold the balls right inside the band. Come back to you here. And I love that price point, that it's only $25. And pickleball is so popular. So if you know anybody that plays pickleball, what a fun gift. I'm actually entering a pickleball tournament. I'm going back for Parents Weekend to UGA, University of Georgia, and we are doing a mom-daughter pickleball tournament. So I am going to bring one for my daughter and one for me, and we are going to introduce the Bandy Ball Band to everybody there. They're going to learn about it if they don't already know about it. So I love that. I love what Bandywear does, because they never stop. And that picture that I showed you, that was their very first trade show many, many years ago. And the fact that they are just this duo that just keeps on going and keeps on innovating. I just love it. Love it. Love it. Okay, we are moving on to our last product, and then we are doing the giveaway. So stay tuned for that. But this is, and I know I don't think she was able to be here tonight for various reasons, but I couldn't do this show without this brand, because it is a very innovative woman-owned brand. In fact, her invention has been so wildly popular that it is probably the most knocked off product on Amazon. And thankfully, Amazon has done such a good job, one by one, knocking off the counterfeiters, getting rid of the counterfeiters. And so she has definitely an ironclad patent and trademark, thankfully, because it's really been a lifesaver. And you may know of this product because it has been around for quite a long time. I actually discovered it right about the same time I met Murchison Hume was when I discovered this brand, and it is called the Lay and Go. Who knows of the Lay and Go? Who has a Lay and Go? Here's the inventor of Lay and Go. Her name is Amy. And Amy is such a smart cookie. She originally invented this product. I'm actually going to show you the video, which I'm hoping worked. Did it work? Oh, here it is. I'm going to show the video, and then I'm going to explain it to you. Or I'll actually explain it while you're seeing the video. So there it is. It looks like just kind of a little pouch. When you open it up, you will see that it opens completely flat, although it does have a little lip around it to keep things from falling off. But it allows you to lay everything out so you can see everything that you're trying to get to. And then when you're done, you just pull that drawstring and it turns back into a pouch, goes into your suitcase or into your tote like you're seeing there, and you're good to go. And then you can throw it in the wash, especially with one that is designed for makeup and skincare and things like that, being able to machine wash it is so great. So that is the Lay and Go. And I think it's so smart because when you think of a makeup bag or a toiletry bag or cosmetic bag, what do we think of? I'm looking for that lipstick I'm trying to get to and I'm digging through it and then I can't find it still. So I dump it all out and, sift through it until I find what I'm looking for. Such a pain. And then I got to put it all back in. The Lay and Go is designed to be laid out like that. So here you're seeing it. When it's laying down on the countertop, it does have that lip around it. And so nothing is falling off. Everything is spread out. I can see everything. I can get to it in 2 seconds, 1 second flat probably. And so I'm getting ready in half the time, if not faster than that. And then when I'm done, I'm pulling the drawstring and I'm off. And I don't have to worry about cleaning things up. It is all cleaned up for me that fast. And I started to say here's a good picture of it all laid out like that. And there's some of the different colors and prints and styles and things. And these are the two sort of organizational features that came later that are really smart. And she's got those elastic bands built in, I'm showing here. So that'll secure your makeup brushes and your mascara and things like that. And then also kind of a little secret pocket for things like, as you're seeing there, jewelry. So those are really nice additions. But for me, just that mat is so smart to be able to just see everything and then pull it and go. And when she created it, it was because she had little ones who were obsessed with Legos, and their Legos would be everywhere. And all of a sudden she would have company coming over, and trying to pick up all those Legos and put them away and clean up the house was just really difficult. So she thought, what if we had a big Lego mat? They could play to their heart's content, and then when they're done playing, all they have to do is cinch it up and put it in the closet. So that's how Lay and Go was originally created. And then the one that you're seeing, this is called the Lay and Go Cosmo. This is my new favorite style because it is so soft. It is the white fur, but she also has a blue fur. She has, oh my gosh, so many different fun. I love the emerald green that I have right here. Oh wait, it's stuck. This one is really kind of chic and, kind of Gucci-esque, the checkered there. This one's kind of a wow with the gold stripes, but so many different prints and patterns, all solving this great problem. And then she recently came out with one for men that is really kind of, I think she calls it her essential traveler kit. And I'll show you a picture of that one. So they can have their shaver and their cologne and their deodorant and all that. Same thing, lay it all out there at the gym and then pull the drawstring and go. So really, really innovative, really smart, fun, easy gift to give anybody. College girls love these, especially when they have to go down the hall to do things and they can do this and just cinch it up and go. So I just think it is such a smart invention, and it just keeps going and going and going, and just no end in sight, just like this constantly. And just always new colors. Carolyn's saying really cool gift. Love that she has one for guys. I do too. I really love that. She's got one for pets. She's got a whole bunch of them. So worth checking out her website to see all of those. Really, really cool. Okay. Wow, I need this. I'm ordering now. Susan, what are you ordering now? You have to tell me. I'm not sure what that was referring to. And Nicole says, I don't have it, but I need it. Okay. That wraps up our 10. My favorite, there's so many women-owned brands on Amazon, but so picking 10 of them is not easy. I think everyone that I introduced you to tonight, if you hadn't already known of them before, I hope that you are happy to know about them now, because they're all very innovative, very giftable, very problem-solving for yourself if you're self-purchasing. So what an honor, really, to be able to represent all of these brands, especially during National Women Inventors Month. So thank you for letting me do that. And we are now going to do our second giveaway, the last giveaway of the night. And I think I'm going to go ahead and give away a Lay and Go, because I happen to know, I've been using it for years. I happen to know how useful it is. And if you don't already have one, it sounds like, oh, yep, Susan is saying she wants one of those. She's already got it in her bag or in her cart. Love hearing about all the brands here. Yes, I know it's so fun to discover brands that you don't know about. So I love that about Amazon Live. Really fun. So we're going to give away a lay and go for our second giveaway. And so hopefully you guys have all already entered. Hopefully you've already followed the storefront, because I know Jen's double checking, cross checking. And so you do have to be a follower of the storefront and have entered the giveaway to win. And the winner of the lay and go Cosmo, and this is, I didn't mention it, is a 20-inch diameter. They also have a 16 and I think a 22, but this is a 20-inch. That's the size that I think is their best seller. But the winner of the lay and go is Katie Slater. Congratulations, Katie Slater. You are going to be getting, there's so many to pick from. So definitely go on and look at all the different prints and let us know which one you like. And Jen's going to get in touch with you and get your shipping address, and we are going to send one out to you. So congratulations. And everybody, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you to all the brands who joined us inside the chat. Most of you guys were here. Thank you so much. Marvin is saying, satisfying to watch it open and close. Yes, I know. Satisfying to actually open and close it, I have to say. So many great items. You guys, thank you so much for being here. And we will be back with another Amazon Live very soon. So if you followed the storefront, you will be notified as soon as that is scheduled. And then you'll be notified whenever we go live. So I hope to see you back here on Amazon Live very soon. Until then, have a wonderful evening and happy Women Inventors Month. Bye-bye.